Substack just dropped a collaboration with Pangram, which is now detecting AI text. So if you're a student, if you're a writer, if you're someone who struggles to share their thoughts online without using AI, then this video is for you. Because I'm Charlie Hills, I struggle with copyright. Never enjoyed it. So AI's helped me share my thoughts online. And even LinkedIn, my home platform, adding a report, it seems like AI stop button. I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to show you exactly how to humanize your writing in an effective way, because there's so many ways to humanize your writing, but to do it effectively is a different story. So I've been testing this workflow for the past few hours, and I've managed to get it down to a way that generates 100% human generated text with AI. So this is what it looks like on Substack. And when you write your article, you'll have an option to scan it for AI, and they'll give you a breakdown like this. So this article I'm working on right now is 100% human written. I think it's only picking up a little bit of AI assisted because there is an AI prompt in here, which is skewing the overall results. Here we go. There are many ways, and I've included them in my article, such as there's viral prompts, there's skills, GitHub repos, etc. So I wanted to build one that actually works and can evade Pangram, one of the strongest AI detectors out there, and actually write like you. So here's exactly how you can do it. So I've created this repo on GitHub. If you want access to it, just click the link in the description. And literally it's fresh. I just created it. So what you want to do is select code up here in the top right and copy that installation command. Then ideally go to Claude Code and just paste in that URL and hit enter. So now we've cloned the repo. Claude's going to ask me a series of questions. So first we need some spoken material. So this is actually you, the human, speaking on camera, or just using a voice to text tool, so it can truly understand how you talk and how you write. Right, so now we have three options. We can either provide Claude with a recording file. We can either give it an existing transcript, or we can dictate directly in this conversation to set up our voice bars. And now it's asking us what type of content we want to create. Is it a Substack article? Is it a LinkedIn post? Is it a standalone blog? For me personally, let's try it for a Substack article and see if we can truly evade the Pangram detection. So I already have a range of different transcripts from my YouTube videos, also some reels I've posted on Instagram, but all this would simply take is you voice to texting or talking to a camera in a natural way. And then you can use Claude Code to extract the transcript. You can use an online web app to extract it if you've never used Claude Code. And then basically you've got your own personal voice file. So now it's basically pulling all of those transcripts and asking me which one I want to turn into a Substack newsletter. Let's say we want to do something completely from scratch. Let's say that I just want to make a newsletter about how my Friday's gone. So now Claude's asked me 5 questions to truly clarify the topic that I've suggested. So I'm targeting around 1,400 words for the newsletter with 1,900 spoken. Right. So then I've just voice to text dumped in there using Whisperflow. You can use any voice dictation tool here. So then the cool thing about this is that Claude's going to still dive deeper on your initial input and then understand further to make a true article. But sometimes when we prompt AI, we just give it a top-line overview and then we expect it to make up all of the connecting dots. Whereas in this instance, Claude's going to keep drilling down until it gets enough context and enough spoken word to convert into a newsletter. So I don't personally want to spend nine more minutes on this demo newsletter. So I've just got a transcript from a webinar I hosted yesterday. Okay, Claude, let's just change the topic. Let's make it about this webinar transcript. You should have enough spoken words in there. So effectively here, we're not using AI as a replacement. We're using it as a thinking partner to help flesh out our thoughts, the own human content, to then turn it into a newsletter which sounds like us and is human written. Okay, so now Claude's analyzed the full newsletter transcript. It provided an outline of what the newsletter might look like, or the written text, whatever you might be writing. So now it's drilling down again to get the specificity that a human would actually write when they're writing any text for long-form media. And the benefit of doing this within your favorite LLM is that usually that LLM has a lot of memory on how you work. So for example, in that voice to text, I was quite lazy. I said, Claude, you have access to all of this information. Please recall it and then we can add it into the system. And that's probably one of the most effective ways that I've been using AI in the past 2 to 3 months, especially within Claude Code, because most of the time Claude knows more about what I'm trying to achieve than I do myself. So half the time I'm just simply asking Claude to record its memories and the multiple MD files that I've saved and the overall system that I've built out, especially when I'm talking about things that I've built within Claude Code. Obviously, if we were to change the topic and talk about what happened to me this Friday, then Claude wouldn't know. And I'd have to give it almost everything. But that's where I think a really cool tool could come into play here is Granola, for example. And this isn't sponsored, by the way. You just have your Granola running 24/7. And then it can literally just hear everything that you're talking about and then just chuck that into Claude. And it's going to make a newsletter about your life and what's happened. You just have to fill in the gaps where it might have missed information, such as what's happening on your screen or anything that happened which wasn't spoken. Great. So now Claude has gone through all the relevant steps. There's 6 in this newsletter process. Basically, it'll just keep drilling down until I get enough context from you to turn that into a newsletter. It's just giving me a little example of what this might look like. Yeah, this looks great. And I honestly think that this will be my new process for writing long form content. Record the YouTube video and focus on what I'm good at, which is showing and demonstrating people on screen, or actually teaching people, and then converting that into a newsletter which actually sounds human based on the transcript, the recordings, the actual spoken words that I'd said, which Claude can then take and turn that into written words without it sounding like AI slop and just AI words that don't connect with people. And if you're a student watching this potentially, because I know humanizing text for students is very popular, then a hack that I thought of here is that you could just do a deep research report in Claude or whichever LLM you're using. And then the deep research report, you could effectively read through it and then read aloud using a voice to text tool, the findings of the report, because then that you are actually distilling the information. It's going into your head and you're understanding it as you speak it, whilst also putting that text in the AI, which it can then convert into your essay, into your study guide, and potentially help you effectively evade the AI detectors, which I'm not advocating for, but it's just a suggestion. So now again, Claude's asking me to say these 9 things in my natural phrasing. Right, so then Claude's just asked me to read back those words in natural phrasing, because if you look at them, for example, so here is my honest answer. That sounds very AI. So then just using voice to text, we can effectively show Claude how we, the human, would actually say that. So then it can take it, reverse engineer, analyze it, and then make sure that the article sounds human by default. Let's go ahead and get this uploaded to Substack. Right, so Claude's now drafted the entire newsletter for me, which is all AI generated, by the way. Yes, I did give it a transcript, but it's followed my exact framework for writing newsletters, got the exact CTAs I use. So now it's the moment of truth. Now we're going to use Pangram to see whether it's AI. I'm quite nervous about this because I haven't tested this. But voila, it's 100% human. I actually don't believe that. Which is cool. That's great. I'm just happy as it's human, because if we read it, it's like those first infographics, they honestly took me 8 hours. First time I ever infographics, 80 times to it. I had to listen to the elements, dimension. Like, it's great. And this is definitely a way that I'm going to be creating my newsletters in the future. So if you want access to the skill and the entire system that I've created out, then link in the description below. But ultimately, the point I want to make for writers online is that if you're a writer, this isn't for you. If you enjoy the craft of writing, then keep doing that. If you're someone like me who prefers to communicate visually, whether that's on camera or with designs and infographics, then this is the perfect solution. And if you're a student, then make sure you don't cheat on your tests. But I hope that you've enjoyed today's video, because I certainly did. So I'll see you guys again next week. So take care and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.